What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to numero uno, number one, right? The very first video I'm ever making on my YouTube channel. So, you are now cooling with Jay. So, with that being said, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in, for joining in, for subscribing, for leaving your comments, your likes, your feedback, all of that, right? Because all this is new for me, talking in front of a camera, making stuff on computer editing, all this stuff is brand new to me. So any comments, any feedback, hey, I'll take it. Constructive though. If you have just crap, leave it at the door. I don't have time for it. Okay? Right? All the haters, all the people who want something to say or just to be an ass, take it somewhere else because I don't care. Anyway, next topic. So with that being said, once again, thank you. So comment down below. What are your dreams? What are your desires? What are the things in your heart that you want, right? Because for me, this is it. Not necessarily like the in front of the camera part of it per se, but being able to potentially make an income from video games and motovlogging, okay? Because for me, that's been a dream that I've had for a very, very, very long time. But I thought it was, I'll get it one day the typical way, right? One day I'll wake up and I'll get a decent paying job. I'll make decent money. I'll be able to bring forth some extra income. From the extra income, I'll purchase a decent camera, decent tripod, some lights, a basic computer, and eventually it'll grow enough to then buy a bike, and then slowly but surely I'll have a channel, right? And here I am, pretty much, I have everything set up the exact way I want it, right? Day one. And I owe all the glory goes to God, because without him, none of this would happen, okay? So going forward on my channel, if you think today, or let's just say I blow up and turn into one of the top, the top people on YouTube of all time, you're never going to hear me say that if you think it's going to come into existence, the stars are going to align and all that jazz. That's not me. It's not my faith piece, so I'm sorry. If that's what you're looking for me to say, I'm not, right? Because it's not going to always work out the way you want it to, or get it the way you want it to. Because truth be told, I didn't want it this way. I'm happy it is this way. But if you told me 4 months ago, hey TJ, this is the way you're going to start your channel, I'd have told you were crazy. Because trust and believe, this is 100% risk. I don't want y'all to think like I'm balling, shot calling. No, I have invested. I have taken a massive risk to do this by faith that God's going to provide. Okay. And even if, things happen or it turns bad, I still trust and believe in my Lord that he's going to still bring me out of it regardless of the outcome. But I have the faith knowing that I have this peace in my heart that I'll be okay. Like, this will be okay, whether I make $1 or not. But obviously the goal of this is to make an income. And truth be told, if I make $100 a month from doing this, 25 years ago when I was sitting at the house playing Sega or whatever console, 2575, yeah, so Nintendo or Super Nintendo, I would have never fathomed that there would be a day that I could just play video games and make money off of it. So to be able to stand in front of y'all and say that that's now a true possibility, all the glory be to God for that. So first, I want to go over my background. So for y'all who don't know me or know my background or all that, I kind of want to let y'all in on that. Okay, obviously I live in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, I'm from Houston originally. I spent some time in Florida, and now I'm here in Oregon. Okay. And in all my time, I've loved playing video games. In fact, I actually went to school to be a game designer, okay, or a game developer, I guess you want to call it. The official title would have been game simulation and programming is the official degree, I guess. But it's just programming. I didn't really ever want to be a programmer. I just want to be a gamer. I enjoyed just playing video games. But of course, people who were my age know that when we were kids, your parents would smack you over the back of the head like, boy, you ain't gonna be playing no video games. That's just drunk. It's just crap. Throw it to the side. You should be outside playing. They close the door on. You know how that, the whole very old school mentality, right? Because, of course, no one thought 15, 20 years ago There would be kids out there making 5 times as much as teachers in front of a camera, making content or making videos or whatever else they do. So it's a reality, folks, and I'm trying to grasp what's mine, right? There's a pot out there of people doing it. I'm trying to pull from the pot myself, okay? And for y'all watching out there who have y'all's dreams and admirations of, of doing something, the same goes for you in whatever field it is, in whatever job it is. And that idea, that dream you have might not be an everyday job, or it might not be a job where you can quit your main job for. But that doesn't mean you can't still do it. So my message is to the dreamers out there. If you're the person who's the logical, I live day to day, I want the logic, makes sense, all that, I'm sorry. This message, what I'm about to say, isn't for you. I'm a dreamer at heart, meaning that I believe in the supernatural. I believe in things that don't make much sense, meaning that how I got here today, 3 months ago, I would have told you wouldn't make sense. I told you the percentage of it happening would be like 10-15%, if that. And here I stand, because I said, God, this is what I want. I laid it at his feet. God said, okay, I guess. But truthfully be told, guess what has to come first? Is you. Meaning that, if you're a follower, if you're a believer, so many of us want to ask God for the things we want, but then don't want to change when God says, well, yeah, I can give you what you want, but first we got to change your character. Because the thing about it is that he has to get the glory. So if you're going to be the same YOLO doing crazy stuff, then he's not going to bless you. That's just the reality, right? There are just some dreams out there, like we all know, God isn't condoning. Okay? Like, I'm just calling it like it is. There are some dreams out there and some fantasies out there that we want to have that if you're truly a believer, we all know God ain't condoning. I don't care what you say, but if you're making a rap video and you're talking about killing people and talking down on women, if God was your what's the word? If he was on your interview board, right? If you were going into an interview, okay, and God's sitting there and you're saying, God, you should hire me because of this. You say, hey, God, I want to make ratchet videos talking about girls twerking and talking about drugs and how I want to kill all the people who hate me. You think he's going to be like, yep, I back that idea 100%. I got you. Right? Sign right here. I'm promoting you tomorrow, and you can write my name on all of it. That's the case. So I'm sorry if I step on toes, but there's just some realities we all just have to realize. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that. Okay. So God had to change me first. So there's been a lot of changing that's been going on in my life just to get me here, right? Maturity, all sorts of things, right? Just from fasting to praying to going to church more. And one of the big things that, one of the pastors that I listened to talked about was, Jesus isn't going to be helping no FBI Christian. What I mean is that if you're a Christian but you're a secret agent, it says in the Bible, if you deny me before men, I will deny you before my Father. Okay, so, and I don't mean because you put a hashtag blessed on a post if you get a new car, you get a new house, that's giving glory to God. No. You're talking about an item. I'm talking about at your workplace, your job, whoever. If you deny him among men, don't expect much. So I'm not just saying that because it's true. I'm saying it because I truthfully believe it. I truthfully believe in my heart that I am standing here today because of God, not because of man, not because of a bank, not because of anything else. I am standing here today and in front of this camera because God opened up some doors and I walked through them. And by his grace and his mercy, I'm able to stand here in front of y'all and deliver that message. That's what I'm saying. Okay? And that can change at any day, right? But I do know that walking through that door, walking by faith, there's a bigger pot of what can be accomplished than trying to stay by the norm, right? Because the only way to please God is to walk by faith. Okay. Sorry, I'm over here preaching, but I have to tell the truth of why I'm here. Because people are going to ask, and people have asked me, Thomas, why are you doing this? Why are you here? And that's the message. I'm sorry. Like I said, I can't give you anything else but the truth. I don't have a story of me telling you how some logical stuff happened, because it is not, right? How I got here isn't logical. So I have to give you the hardcore truth of how I got here today. I got here today because I prayed, because I fast, because God wanted change of me, and I accepted that change. And I was willing to change for those things. And I kept seeking him and praying and all that kind of stuff, and got to this point. And by no means am I complete. By me doing it doesn't mean I've completed. I still have more challenges and more stuff ahead of me. But as I've completed the challenges, he's opened up more doors. So here we are. And I'm thankful for being here in front of y'all to be able to do this. So that's that part. So, oh yeah. So for the dreamers out there, if you have a dream about something that you truthfully want to do, that burning sensation in your heart of, I wish if I had $1 billion, or if you had no money, if you and your entire known family, friends were covered for life, for all medical, financial, all that, if you could do something for the rest of your life, what would that be? What would that thing be? What would it be that gift, that how you would give back to the world, right? What would be your message? How would you be remembered? What would you be remembered for, right? So many people want to be remembered for stuff that doesn't hold much weight or hold much value in history, right? What is the thing that burns inside of you? Bring that thing to God, lay it at his feet and say, hey, God, I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know when, but I know in my heart I want this, and you put it in me. So many of us, what is the number one most watched type of movie out there right now? All these superhero movies. Why is that? Have you ever stopped to think that that's kind of in our DNA, kind of in our making? It's in your making to want to be great, right? You can't tell me that you haven't watched an Iron Man movie or something like that and left the theater and felt like you wanted to go home into your little bat cave and make you a bat suit. I mean, come on now. Or fly like Spider-Man. You can't tell me you've ever walked past a spider on the wall and thought, it'd be cool if I had superpowers to save the world or save people or do great things. That desire in you to be great and do great things is put in by him. It's on purpose. It's to seek him out so that he can direct you in the path of where he wants you to go, so that you can do those things. I don't mean flying on walls and turning into a spider. I'm just saying to be great. And being great is different for everybody. My being great is not your being great, and vice versa. So many people want to be celebrities and superstars. Not everybody's design or makeup is to be a celebrity or a superstar. It's just not. And there's nothing wrong with that, but too many people want to do the same thing. And if there's billions of people on the planet, all of our calling can't be a football player, basketball player, soccer player, whatever. They can't be, right? So you can't be bummed if it doesn't work. And that just means your calling might be somewhere else. And actually, that's really what you're passionate about. But you gave it up because you thought you'd make money or be popular doing X, Y, and Z. So if you're doing it to be popular, then once it's over, you're going to feel incomplete anyway. So you're just wasting your own time. Because you'll be happy when you get 60 or 70 years old and you've done that thing and you didn't really want to do it in the first place. Or it didn't bring you the fulfillment that you wanted it to bring. So my message is for the dreamers. Go out there, put it at his feet and say, hey, God, this is what I want. I don't know how, I don't know when, but change me, change my heart, change my ways, because this is something that I truthfully want in my heart. Bring it to God, and if it matches up with everything that God would agree with, there's no telling. So I'm here standing in front of you because that's what I'm saying. There's no telling, because I'm doing it. So with that out the way, Next topic. So the channel, okay? What is it going to be about? What am I going to be doing? So on and so forth, okay? For me, my channel is going to be primarily based around moto vlogging and gaming. I've played games since I was a toddler almost, right? Floppy disk, back when it was Oregon Trail and Frogger, back when, the only game on your phone was the Snake, back when the Razor was a flip-up phone, all that. I come from that generation. Kind of give you an idea, for my senior year graduation, my mom and dad asked me like what I wanted. I threw a massive Halo LAN party. And for y'all who know me, y'all were there. Still to this day, one of the best days of my entire life. My mom invited all my friends of like 16 people over. We carried all of our tube TVs. I have upstairs, so we were running cords. We had people like upstairs, so you can screen watch. So we had like 6v6 and 7v7 and playing Halo and Capture the Flag and in 64 and Smash Brothers and Gold. It was a great time. The point is, I've loved games since I could last remember. And for me, that hasn't stopped. It's been worse, to be honest, or better in the sense. As games have progressed, as technology has progressed, as obviously as you can see this stuff now, I love it. I love technology. I love video games. I always have, and I probably always will. I get a great enjoyment out of playing them. Shooters, racers, mystery, RPG, whatever. I love all types of games, okay? So to be able to sit here in front of y'all and be able to bring y'all content based on that is truthfully a blessing. Because 20 years ago, my parents used to bash my head in about why I want to play video games so much and how it would never make me any money. I'm not knocking them for it because they're right. 25 years ago, people weren't making money off video games, but guess what? Times have changed. Now we're in an era. Now we're in a phase now where kids are making more than lawyers playing video games. So there's a pot out there of potential, and I want to grab my piece. Okay, so that's kind of what's going to be about. So for the gaming aspect of it, pretty much what I want to do is bring you content like game reviews. So I want to be able to purchase a new game, play it, give you my review, maybe some walkthroughs. Okay, so leave in the comments below, like what are some games you would like to see me play? What are some reviews you would like to see me do? And again, post what are your dreams? What are your inspirations? What are the things in your life that you wish you could do if you had time or the money, right? Let's just open up a conversation. Guys, everybody has their opinion. Respect everybody's opinion on my page, okay? I don't have time for it. I don't care if you're a non-believer, believer, or what. We all have our opinions, okay? But that doesn't mean that we should be killing each other over what we think, because you're not going to change how I think and vice versa. I'm just here to tell you my side and my opinion. That's why I'm in front of the camera. Whether you agree with it or not, that's your own business. But that doesn't change me or change what I'm doing. But I would be doing a disservice to myself and to my God if I didn't tell you my side or why I'm here today. Okay, so with game reviews and doing walkthroughs, I also want to do just playing games for fun, right? If you have an Xbox One, you have a gamer tag, I'll leave it all down below. Again, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I'll have all that stuff in the link down below. Hopefully somewhere on the screen as well. I don't know. Hopefully I will. But yeah, so that's how to fit. The other part of it will be the moto vlogging. Okay, I'll be doing moto vlogging as well. So yes, there'll be a bike coming to the channel very, 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 very soon. I'm very excited for this because I would never think I would be adding my dream bike to this whole thing, but here we are, right? So basically how it's going to work is, obviously, as we all know, or for those who don't know, video games are more prominent in the fall seasons, okay? Between the months of like September and December is when all the hot release games of the year come out, okay? And I've watched tons of videos, tons of vloggers, all that sort of thing, okay? And one of the Achilles heels is that, let's say I buy a Ferrari, okay? You can only truthfully ride the Ferrari and vlog about it, maybe 6-7 months of the year, right? So for the other months, you're just finding filler stuff. And, me personally, I've watched some people's channels where I'm just like you're reaching for that video. Like, it was all right, but it wasn't like healthy, like legit content. So for me, that's how the gaming and the bike thing kind of balance each other. So basically in the months where it's sunny outside, like it's slowly getting, because if you know, here in Oregon, our summer, sun months are very small. They're long, like as far as length, like straight sun, but short in the sense of we get a lot more rain than other states. So in those rainy months, which is usually in the fall, winter, I'll be gaming. And in the summer season, a lot of vlogging. I want to get into photography, using the drone, all sorts of fun things. Okay, and again, any help, if y'all want any help, any advice, and again, have any feedback from me, all of y'all out there who are photographers and do video or lighting or whatever, editing, have any content, as long as it's constructive, I'll take it. Because again, I'm not sitting there saying that I have it all figured out. And definitely not on video number 1 or 001 for sure. This is rust for me. I'm just knocking off all the cobwebs off of talking in front of a camera, because if y'all know me, I don't do this, right? So this is all fresh for me. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this video about my journey and where I'm at now. But this is pretty much what's gonna be going forward, is the vlogging and the gaming. And again, I give all the glory and thanks goes to God, because without him, I wouldn't be here today with all this stuff. Oh yeah, and one last thing, I will be doing tech reviews as well. So for any of you who are starting out or want to start out, I'm going to go through the full journey on all of this equipment, on what I had, pros and cons, things I wish I would have done differently, things I bought that didn't work correctly, all the ins and outs of getting it all to work properly, all of that, because it took some time, okay? But here we are, we're here now. So again, thank you for joining in. Thank you for cooling with Jay. Again, like, subscribe, comment, show some love, right? So help me help you bring more content, okay? Because if you're watching this, I hope and pray that you enjoy it enough to want more from me, okay? All right, with that being said, have a blessed day. It's TJ. Thanks for cooling. Peace.